Good morning. In this class, we are going to see the remaining problems from exercise 2.2. The 10th problem is the number of boys and girls in a class are in a ratio of 7:5. The number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls. What is the total class strength? So here the first thing is the number of boys and girls are given in the ratio 7:5. We know that how to convert the ratio into original number. The number of boys equal to 7x. The number of girls equal to 5x. The number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls. What is this? Number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls. That is 8 plus number of girls. Okay. Number of boys is 7x. That is equal to 8 plus number of girls is 5x. This is the equation. Okay. Now if you want to solve this, you move the x term here from this side to this side. So 7x minus 5x, that is equal to 8, which gives 7 minus 5 is 2x equal to 8, x equal to 8 by 2, that is 4. Therefore, the number of boys is 7x, 7 into x is 4 here, that is 28. The number of girls is 5x, 5 multiplied by x is 4, that is 20. So the question asked here is what is the total class strength? The total class strength, you have to add this, 28 plus 20 is 48. Okay, the only thing you should know how to convert the ratio into the original number. If you have any issues in finding this, you refer to example 10. Okay, now we will move on to the next problem. Bai Cheng's father is 26 years younger than Bai Cheng's grandfather and 29 years older than Bai Cheng. The sum of the ages of all the three is 135 years. What is the age of each of them? This is the question. Here if you read the question again, you can see there are 3 persons in the question. So we will start. Let the age of Bai Cheng be, let me take that age of Bai Cheng be B. Okay. Let the age of father there be F. You can take any variable. Let the age of Bai Cheng's grandfather be G. So here there are 3 persons. One is Bai Cheng, Bai Cheng's father and Bai Cheng's grandfather. Okay. Now if you read the question, Bai Cheng's father is 26 years younger than Bai Cheng's grandfather. That is the first point given. Bai Cheng's father is 26 years younger than Bai Cheng's grandfather. So Bai Cheng's father is F. So F is Bai Cheng's father is 26 years younger than Bai Cheng's grandfather. So G is grandfather minus 26. This is the first equation from the first line. The second is, and 29 years, who is Bai Cheng's father is 29 years older than Bai Cheng. So same Bai Cheng's father is 29 years older. So plus Bai Cheng. This is B. Okay, these are the 2 equations you can write. Now what is another thing is the sum of ages of all the 3 is 135, which means if you add all the ages, this is B plus F plus G. If you add all the ages, you should get 135. This is the thing given. Now how to find the age of each of them? Okay, so B plus F plus G is 135. You are having only one equation with 3 variables. Now first thing what you should do is, you have to see F is here, which is equal to G minus 26. Here also F is here, which is 29 plus B. From this equation, what is F equal to G minus 26. Okay, what is G here? You can write G minus 26 is F. Just moving all, whichever in the right hand side to the left hand side, whichever in the left hand side to the right hand side, which is G equal to F plus 26. Okay, G equal to F plus 26. Similarly, from this, F is 29 plus B. 29 plus B is F. What is B is F minus 29. What I am doing is, I am having two equations. One is here there are two variables F and G. Here there are two variables F and B. I want to convert everything here to in terms of F. So instead of this B, I can substitute F minus 29. Instead of this B, I can substitute F minus 29. So F minus 29 plus this F, I am writing it directly, plus instead of this G, I can substitute F plus 26. That is equal to 135. One thing you have to see, you can convert into anything. So I have converted everything to F. If you want, you can convert everything to B. If you want, you can convert everything to G. Depending on how you are converting the equations, you can write this here. So now, if you see here, this is F plus F plus F is 3F. Okay, this is minus 29 plus 26. So minus 29 plus 26, you have to subtract, and it becomes 3 with minus, that is equal to 135. So 3F equal to 135 plus 3. 3F equal to 138, which gives F equal to 138 divided by 3, that is equal to 46. So now we got what is F here. Okay, from F, how to find G and B? It is very simple. G is F plus 26. So G is F plus 26. That is equal to, what is F is 46 plus 26, which means G is 72. Okay, next is, we know another equation B. B is F minus 29. That is equal to 46 minus 29 is B. So 46 minus 29 is 17. Okay, now we can write the age of Baicheng is B, that is 17. Age of Baicheng father, F, that is 46. Age of Baicheng's grandfather, age of that is G, that is 72. If you want to check, you add these three numbers, you should get this 135. Okay. The next problem is, 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. What is the Ravi's present age? So 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. Now we will start, take a variable X, let the present age of Ravi be X. So now the present age of Ravi is X. So after 15 years, Ravi's age If the present age is x, after 15 years Ravi's age will be x plus 15. Okay. Now what is given is 15 years from now Ravi's age will be 15 years from now Ravi's age is x plus 15. So x plus 15 is 4 times his present age. So this is 15 years from now Ravi's age is x plus 15. Okay. So x plus 15 will be 4 times his present age. His present age is x. X plus 15 equal to 4 multiplied by x is 4x. Okay. Now I will move the entire thing to here, and just like 4x equal to x plus 15. Okay. Now taking this x to this side, 4x minus x equal to 15, 3x equal to 15, which is x is 5. What is x? Ravi's present age is 5. Okay. Now this same problem can be solved in another way. Just think and do it. How to do that is, after 15 years from now, after 15 years you take Ravi's age is x. So what is the present age? Will be x minus 15. In that way also we can solve. You just try that. I am repeating. Now we have taken the present age of Ravi as x. You just try what will happen if you take after 15 years Ravi's age is x. So what is the present age? Will be x minus 15. In this way you try to solve and check whether you get the same answer or not. Okay. The next problem is, a rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. What is the number? Okay, we will start. As usual we can take, let the number be x. Okay. So x is the number. X is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2, so 5 by 2 multiplied by x. Okay, this is one term. I multiplied the x by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product. This is the product. To that I am adding 2 by 3. You get minus 7 by 12. This is the equation. Okay. Now how to solve this? 5 into x is 5x. 5x by 2 plus 2 by 3, that is equal to minus 7 by 12. So this is the term with x. I am keeping it on the left hand side. Remaining I am shifting to the right hand side. So 5x by 12, that is equal to minus 7 by 12 minus 2 by 3. Now we have to take LCM of 12 and 3. So LCM is 12. 2 by 3 equal to 3, 4, that is equal to 8. 8 divided by 12. So 5x by 2, that is equal to minus 7 by 12 minus 8 divided by 2, that is equal to minus 15 by 12. So 5x by 2 equal to 5x by 2 equal to minus 15 by 12. Okay. Now I am multiply 2 by 5. This is 5 by 2. The reciprocal of 5 by 2 is 2 by 5. Multiplying 2 by 5 on both sides. Okay. So 2 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 2x, that is equal to minus 15 by 12 multiplied by 2 by 5. I am multiplying 2 by 5 on both sides, so that here this 5 and 5 will get cancelled, 2 and 2 will get cancelled. I am getting x here. So x equal to 2 6 are 12 and 5 3s are 15, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, that is minus 1 by 2. The answer is x, that is minus 1 by 2 here. Okay. Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of denomination rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10. The ratio of the number of notes is 2:3:5. The total cash with Lakshmi is rupees 4 lakhs. How many notes of each denomination does she have? We solved a similar problem in example. It's very simple. So the total amount is 4 lakhs. It is in the denomination of 100, 50 and 10. So 100, 50 and 10. Okay. So here you have to write the number of notes and the total amount is 4 lakhs. Okay. Now the given is the ratio of the number of notes is 2:3:5, number of notes. So to convert into original number, you have to multiply by x here. Since we don't know that, the number of first is 100 rupee note. The number of rupees 100 rupee notes, that is equal to 2x. Okay, so number of 100 rupee note is 2x. The number of rupees 50. The number of rupees 50 rupee notes is 3x. So 50 rupee note is 3x. The number of rupees 10. The number of 10 rupee note is 5x. Here is 5x. If you multiply this, 100 into 2x is 200x. Here it is 50 into 3x, 150x, 5 3s are 15. So 10 into 5x, 50x. If you add these 3, you should get this 4 lakhs. So 200x plus 150x plus 50x, that is equal to 4 lakhs. Okay. When you add this, this is 200, 200 plus 200, 400. 400x equal to 4 lakhs. What is this? So x equal to 1000. X is 1000. So the question is, how many notes of each denomination does she have? So number of rupees 100 notes. How many notes? 2x. So 2 into x. X is 1000. That is equal to 2000. Number of rupees 50 notes. That is 3x. 3 into 1000. That is equal to 3000. Number of rupees 10 rupee notes. That is equal to 5 into 1000. That is 5000. Okay. If you have any problem in this, you check with the example problem is solved. The next question is, I have a total of rupees 100 in coins of denomination rupees 1, 2 and 5. The number of rupees 2 rupee coins is 3 times the number of 5 rupee coins. The total number of coins is 160. How many coins of each denomination are with me? So the total amount is rupees 300. Okay. In denomination of rupees 1, 2 and 5. Similarly, 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by. Here we don't know how many coins are here. So if you add the amount here, the total is 300. Okay. Now one thing here is given as the number of 2 rupee coins is 3 times the number of 5 rupee coins. So how we will write the equation? Let the number of 5 rupee coin equal to, let the number of 5 rupee coin is x. The number of 5 rupee coin is x. What is the number of rupees 2 rupee coin? The number of 2 rupee coin is 3 times the number of 5 rupee coin. So number of 2 rupee coin is 3x. Okay, so the number of 5 rupee coin is x. Here it is x. The number of 2 rupee coin is 3x. So here it is 3x. So the total number of coins, is 160. Where to write here is, if you add these 3, you should get 160. Okay, now we have to find the number of rupees 1 rupee coin. How to get that? I don't know what is the number here. Okay, but if you add the 3 numbers, you should get 160, because the total number of, this is the number of coins, the total number of coins is 160. So let me take it as some n. I don't know what is that n, but I know if I add n plus 3x plus x, if I add this 3, you should get 160. Okay, so what is that n plus 3x plus x is 4x is 160. So n equal to 160 minus 4x. What is that n is? Number of 1 rupee coin. Okay, if you add the 3, you should get 160. That is what given here. The total number of coins is 160. So if you add this 3, you should get 160. So from that you can find what is n is 160 minus 4x. Now here number of 1 rupee coin is 160 minus 4x. Okay, now the total here is 300. So what is 5 into x is 5x. 3 2s are 6x. What is n here? N is 160 minus 4x multiplied by 1 is the same thing. 160 minus 4x. Okay, if you add this 3 number, you should get 300. So now what you are going to do? Add this 160 minus 4x plus 6x plus 5x, that is equal to 300. Okay, now what is this? Minus 4x plus 6x plus 5x. So here is 160 plus 7x, that is equal to 300. 7x equal to 300 minus 160. This 160 will go to this side. So 7x equal to 140. X equal to 140 divided by 7 becomes 20. Okay, we got what is x here. So coming here, what is that? The number of 5 rupee coins. Let me write it here. The number of rupees 5 rupee coins, that is x. X is 20. The number of rupees 2 rupee coins. 2 rupee coin is 3x. 3 multiplied by 20, that is 60. The last thing, the number of 1 rupee coin. 160 minus 4x. 160 minus 4x, that is equal to 160 minus 4 multiplied by x. What is x is 20. So 160 minus 4 2s are 80. 4 into 20, 80. That is 80. Okay, so number of 5 rupee coin is 20. The number of 2 rupee coin is 60. The number of 1 rupee coin is 80. You can check here. What is the number of 5 rupee coin is x, 20. Number of 2 rupee coin is 60. Number of 1 rupee coin is 80. Okay, if you add together you will get this 160. Okay, if you have any doubt in this, you check with the example. The last problem in this exercise, the organizers of an essay competition decide that the winner in the competition gets a prize of rupees 100 and a participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. The total money distributed is rupees 3000. Find the number of winners if the total number of participants is 63. Okay, so there is a competition, there may be some participants, so some out of that only few won the prize. So how to write that? Let the number of winners, there may be many winners in the competition, let the number of winners be, I am writing it as W, the number of winners is W. So let the number of participants who does not win, they just participated but they didn't win, be P. Okay, for example I am saying, suppose there are 10 members in a competition. Okay, but the prize is only for 3 members. So the 3 members are the winners. Okay, the remaining 7, they just participated, they are called the participants who does not win. Okay, this W is similar to this 3 and this P is similar to that of 7. This is just an example. Okay, so now what happened is, the total number of participants is 63. If you add this 7 plus 3, you will get this 10. Similarly, the total number of participants is 63. The winners plus the participants who does not win. If you add the two numbers, you should get this 63. So W plus P is 63. Okay, before that, come here. So the winner in a competition gets a prize of rupees 100. Each winner will get a prize of rupees 100 and a participant who does not win get a prize of this 25. So what does it mean is, each winner, so suppose this is 3, each person here will get a prize of rupees 100 and each participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. The total prize money distributed is 3000. Okay, just okay. So what is 100 is, each winner get a prize amount of rupees 100. Each winner get a prize amount of rupees 100. So each participant who does not win get a prize amount of rupees 25. Okay, so each winner will get a prize amount of rupees 100. So what is the total number of winners? Each winner will get a prize rupees 100. The total number of winners is W. So what is the amount spent for the winners is 100 multiplied by W. Similarly, each participant who does not win will get a prize of rupees 25. So the total number of participants is P. So that is 25 multiplied by P, that is equal to, the total amount spent is rupees 3000. So 100 into W is 100 W plus 25 P, that is equal to 3000. Here I want to give an example how this equation comes. Suppose consider this example. There are 10 members in a competition. 3 are the winners and 7 are the participant who does not win. Now you know what is this W and P means. So how does the price? Suppose each winner will get a price of rupees 5. Okay, each winner will get a price of rupees 5, and each participant who does not win, in this case, this is this case and this is this case, consider some rupees, 2 rupees. Okay, so what is the total amount spent? Okay, consider the question. There are 10 members, out of 3 are winners, 7 are the participant who does not win. Okay, each winner will get a price of rupees 5, and each participant who does not win will get a price amount of rupees 2. So how much amount is needed for them to total? How will you calculate? Each winner will get a price of 5, price amount of rupees 5. So total winner is here 3. So 5 into 3 plus, so participant here is, each participant will get a rupees 2. So 2 multiplied by number of participant is 7. That is equal to, that is the total amount. This 15 plus 14, okay, 29. So this the same kind of equation is written here. So this 3 is W and this 7 is P here. Okay, each winner, here I don't know how many winners are there, so I am just substituting W. Each winner will get a price of 5 rupees here, and each winner will get a price of rupees 100. And here the participant is P, 7 here, I am noting it as P here. Each participant who does not win will get a price of rupees 2, and each participant will get a price of rupees 25. The total amount spent here is, they are given as 3000. Okay, in this way you can understand this equation. Now the total number of participants is 63. W plus P is 63. Now we have two equations and you should know how to solve this. So these are the two equations. Remember that whenever you have two equations with two variables, the easy thing to solve here is, first from the one of the equation find a variable. Either you can write W is here, W plus P is 63. So from this I can write W equal to 63 minus P. Okay, I got what is W is 63 minus P. So this W I can substitute it here. So what is 100 W plus 25 P, that is 3000. Okay, 100 W is 63 minus P plus 25 P, that is equal to 3000. 6300 minus 100 P plus 25 P equal to 3000. So from this is minus 100 plus 25. 6300 minus 75 P, that is equal to 3000. So minus 75 P, that is equal to 3000 minus 6300. 6300 will go to this side, becomes minus. So they are here minus 75 P, that is equal to minus 3300. Here this minus and this minus will get cancelled. 75 P equal to 3300. P equal to 3300 divided by 75, that is 44. P is 44. So the number of participant who does not win is 44. Here you can see the same equation. Here W plus P is 63. Okay, here I have written W equal to 63 minus P. Instead of W you have substituted 63 minus P. It can be also done as P equal to 63 minus W. Okay, P equal to 63 minus W. In this equation you can write 100 W plus 25. Instead of this P you can write 63 minus W, that is equal to 3000. In this way also we can solve, we can get what is W. Okay, try to solve this in this way and check whether the answer both are same or not. So now we got P. Then what is W? W equal to 63 minus P, that is equal to 63 minus 44, W equal to 19. Okay, so the number of winners is 19. If you add number of winners plus number of participants who does not win, you should get 63. In that way the sum is correct. Okay, so by this we solved up to exercise 2.2. okay, after seeing this video, try to solve all the problems on your own. Thank you.